Okay, let's do some lasering here. First off, you are going to need to turn it on. As you can just about see there, it's turned on. Now what we have here is the cutting bed. So anything that involves cutting through material, we need this. If you're not using this, if you're just marking the surface, then we fit this metal plate here over the cutting bed, which fits nicely, and it goes under the rulers at the back there. Now the first thing is we do have a setting here that lets us adjust the bed. So if you do X, Y off and go, that now allows movement. So firstly we can now move this. As you can see, that is jammed up against it, so the whole bed is too high. So if we press the down button, we can move the bed down a bit. Okay, so that's good. Now, the material we're going to use for this is yellow plastic, which is this stuff. It's adhesive on the back, it's yellow but it's got black embedded in it, so we're going to put that on the bed. It's fairly easy. Now if we press the pointer button here, that will now turn on a red dot. So if we move this around, you can just about make out there's a red dot. Yeah, you can see it moving there. Right, I'm going to position the red dot sort of nicely in the corner there by moving this around. So I move it so the red dot's out of the way of anything, and I've got enough space here to pin what I want. Now we're going to try pinning 4 power connectors. So I've got the red dot in the right place. One little trick you might want to do is just put this plastic under the edge of the ruler here so that it's held flat. The other aspect of doing that is to find, if you can find them, the... here they are, hiding up here. These things. Now these allow you to weigh down the plastic a bit, stop it moving or curling up. They just add some weight. So leave enough space for what you're printing, but it's a good idea just to stop this stuff curling up. Okay, so we close the lid. Oh, sorry, of course we've adjusted the home position, so what we can do here is we say set home. Right, that's reset home. So that's now, that won't move now, can't move this. Okay, so that's the main thing set up. Now you'll notice there's a lot of gap there. I haven't focused it. I've just made sure the bed isn't too high, because this particular job doesn't require manual focus, it's automatic. So if we go to the laser settings page, you'll see that it says remove the base plate. Well, that's already gone. It says the job uses autofocus, so we don't have to get it the right height. And there's 2 print options. So if we say send to print, what we get on the screen here is it comes up and says, there's a job. And there's another job. So that's 2 different jobs to the printer. And we can choose which one we want. So basically we can go up or down. So 1, 2. And we're going to print a 2x2 grid of these power connectors. And we say go. Now the first thing you'll see is it focuses, but the first problem is when the laser's cold, it doesn't start straight away. So you'll notice, having focused, okay, it did. That's probably because we printed something earlier. Normally, the laser will take a few seconds to start actually doing anything. So you usually have to wait a moment and reset and run it again, because otherwise you lose the bottom of what you're printing. But this time it's actually worked. So that's now doing one of the power connectors. And it'll actually do each one of the 4 connectors completely before finishing. Having done that, we're going to use a whiteboard cleaner and a cloth to wipe the surface of these power connectors, because what happens is the black ends up sort of sticky on the surface and ends up with dusty surface. Using the whiteboard cleaner and a cloth, we can clean that off nicely, make sure it's well ventilated, and you end up with a nice clean surface.